Coming up on Takedown with Chris Hansen. In Marion County, Florida, a biomedics student.
Turn around and go to your knees.
And a retired Navy man.
Hands up, face away, face away.
Both find themselves in custody.
I'm gonna need a lawyer. I'm gonna have to go to court.
I think you are gonna need a lawyer.
Okay, cool.
And facing me.
Drithvi, I'm up here.
No, sorry.
Crying is not gonna make this problem go away, Drithvi.
Are you trying to get aroused?
No, I'm just trying to get the truth.
I hope you're enjoying this free full episode of Takedown on our YouTube channel. But there's something you need to know. There are literally hundreds of new episodes either in production or on our streaming channel right now, uncensored, all on WatchTruBlu.com. Use the code YouTube26 to watch all of the episodes for $2.50, or for an annual subscription, use YouTube Year for $20 off. Also, and this is very important, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you on TruBlu. In Marion County, Florida, seek and ye shall find. The latest investigation into crimes against children is heating up. A sheriff's office detective is posing as a 13-year-old girl, and she's on the phone with 22-year-old Drithvi of Gainesville, Florida.
Hey,
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good. I'm good. Can I see you? Oh, that's cute. You're cute.
Thank you.
Are you alone in the home?
Yeah.
So yeah, can you just send me your address so that I can search for the Uber?
I don't want to send you my address.
Okay. So
I can meet you somewhere.
yeah, I could. So can you come here? Come over here, my place.
I can't come to your place. I can't drive.
Oh shit! I don't have the car. That's the problem.
Okay.
Okay, so either we have to do it in your home or in my home. Like the sex. I'm talking about the sex.
Well, how would you get here anyways?
I need to take a Uber.
Okay.
So if you're okay, just let me know your address. I can come by Uber.
What if I meet you at like the gas station down the road from where I live, and then we can walk together? I just want to make sure that you're legit before I send you my address.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got you. No
Okay.
problem. Yeah, I got you.
That's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, can you send me that address? So
Yeah.
that-
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. Okay. And moreover, do you have the condoms?
No, I don't.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. We'll buy it in that gas station.
Yeah, you can get it at the gas station.
Yeah. So is there any time limits?
No, my mom works till early in the morning, so
Okay. Then it's perfect. Yeah.
she's a nurse, so she was working the night shift.
Okay. All right. So we'll have plenty of time.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have a good time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, let me know the address.
Okay.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye.
The plan is made to meet at a gas station where Drithvi will buy the condoms for sex with a 13-year-old girl. In the very active war room, a Marion County detective gives me further insight into the man on his way.
So he's surfaced before in these
Correct.
type of chats
Correct.
with law enforcement.
We had engaged already the UC prior to this, knowing that the UC was young, that type of deal. Nothing came of it, but continued. And today, this continued into what ended up now being an agreement to meet. So,
And who does he think he's meeting?
13-year-old is about to be 14.
And what is the scenario? What is going to happen?
Subject is he's attending college in Gainesville. He's claiming to be 22 years old, Indian male. He's here on a student visa. And the H subject came out, in which 14, 13, almost 14 came out. He first engages in the but you're a minor, but then continues into engaging in the conversation. He doesn't back away from it. He just tries to ascertain, and he asks to have a video chat call.
So he has the video chat.
Correct. So on this particular one, we have a separate UC, not the UC that's doing the chatting, just one of the ones that we use as a face. Actually talk to him, and yes, he definitely wants to engage in sex for money, and he's trying to rent a car to come from Gainesville here to meet with a 13, 14-year-old female to have sex.
And has he discussed a price? Has he discussed what he wants specifically sexually?
Sexually, yes. Oral. So he just said oral and sex. He tried to use codes. The UC was very good to kind of ask, what do you mean? I need
Flesh
to
it out.
be clear. Correct. And he was very straightforward with pretty much with everything.
So as far as we know, he has rented a car or is about to rent a car in Gainesville, and he's going to drive to this area in Marion County.
That's correct.
And he has engaged in a conversation with a girl who's 13, about to be 14, to pay her for sex.
For sex.
Knowing that she's underage.
Yes, sir.
And as far as we know, he's 22 and he's a student at University of Florida in Gainesville.
Correct.
From India here on a student visa.
That's correct. Which has been confirmed already. We confirmed that.
Is this a case where he would lose his visa status because of committing this crime?
Yes, given the nature of how intense this type of crimes are, and the fact that he's either been a hands-on offender before and we're just catching it now, or he's about to become a hands-on offender for the first time, is very, very important to basically use everything out at our disposal. And a visa, is a privilege. So you're abusing that, you definitely, yes, he's definitely going to lose that. So we are going to put a federal detainer as well, so he doesn't bond out.
And we think he's doing 30 minutes?
Yes, pretty much. As it seems, it's just a quick visit. It don't seem like he's trying to establish a relationship. Is very straightforward, money for exchange for sex.
With a 13-year-old girl.
Correct.
All right. And where is he supposed to meet her? Do we know yet?
Yes, we have a location out here in one of the local gas stations.
Got it. Very good. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
I've got 30 minutes or so to get to the meetup location, a gas station not far from the sheriff's office. The 22-year-old who's coming to meet a 13-year-old girl is a student who's here on a visa, apparently from India. That's his picture.
That's it right there.
Unbelievably, on the way, we end up right behind his vehicle.
Are you getting out of the car?
You go. Now parked, we watch and track Drithvi's movements.
Are y'all gonna want to take him down before he gets to the car?
I'd say take him down before he gets in it.
He looks around for his underage prey, but she's not here. Just me and the Marion County Sheriff's Office to take him down.
Put your hands up. Go to your knees. Turn around and go to your knees. Go to your knees now. Mind if I take purple? Change my butt.
I watch as Drithvi is cuffed and searched.
Just after he was taken down, the skies over Ocala opened up. But for this 22-year-old exchange student, the storm is just beginning.
Drithvi is taken to this sheriff's office where I get to bring my own storm of questions.
Hey, Drithvi. How you doing?
Kind of a rough day for you, huh?
Yes.
Tell me what happened. How did you end up in this situation?
I just started for hang out with some people.
You just wanted to hang out with some people.
Yeah. Because
And what website, what platform were you on where you met this girl?
it was the adult side.
What was it?
It was the adult side.
Adult site. It was a site where guys go to look for sex. And how old are you?
22.
22. And Drithvi, it's Drithvi, right? Where do you go to school?
University of Florida.
University of Florida. And what do you study there at Drithvi?
Can I know?
I'll get to that in a minute. Just help me fill in the picture here. What do you study there?
Masters.
I'm sorry?
Masters.
Your master's degree, what's the subject?
Biomedical.
Biomedical. And where did you do your undergrad?
India.
In India. And when did you come to this country?
December.
In December. And you came here to study biomedicine? And what is that exactly? Is that to be a doctor, to be a scientist?
To be a scientist.
To be a scientist. And what kind of a scientist do you want to be?
I want to build the prosthesis.
You want to build what?
I want to build the aid, like helping aid.
Helping it, like prosthetics.
Yeah, prosthetics.
So limbs for people.
Yeah.
That's a very noble thing to do. So what is a guy who's 22 years old, who's studying at the University of Florida to get his master's in biomedics, what is a guy like that, you, doing on a site talking about sex with a 13-year-old girl?
Sorry.
I know you're sorry, but I'm trying to understand why you did it. It's fine to be sorry, but you did something here that is very illegal and potentially damaging to a child. Would you do this in your country if you were in India? I'm up here. Look at me.
Sorry. Like, I just want to know, like, who you are, guys.
Who am I? I'm Chris Hansen. And I do stories on men who try to sexually exploit children. It's for a television show called Takedown. Have you ever seen my shows? Takedown, To Catch a Predator? I don't know if they aired in India or not.
No.
But they've been on television for 21 years now. And now you are one of the men in one of my investigations. And I need to know, Drithvi, what the heck you were thinking when you agreed to meet a 13-year-old girl for sex. You talk about having oral sex. You say you're going to stop at a gas station and get ice cream and condoms. You had a video chat. You actually saw somebody who you thought was 13 years old. Why did you want a video chat with the girl? Drithvi, I'm up here.
No, sorry. I'm not.
Why did you want a video chat?
I don't want to talk on this.
You don't want to talk. You wanted to talk when you were having a video chat with someone you thought was 13 years old. You were fine to chat then. Now you don't want to talk? People are going to see this, Drithvi, and they're going to want to try to understand what the heck you were thinking. So why don't you help me to tell your story? Help me to understand how you got here. Help me out.
Sorry, yeah.
How am I going to tell this story without you telling me?
I have the rights to not talk to.
Well, you gave up those rights when you gave away any expectation of privacy by agreeing to meet a 13-year-old girl for sex. You rented a car, you got in the car, you drove an hour, you show up at a gas station convenience store saying you're going to meet this girl. You crying is not going to make this problem go away, Drithvi. Do you have a girlfriend? Drithvi? Do you have a girlfriend?
I'm not ready to talk, please.
You're not ready to talk. You were ready to have sex with a 13-year-old girl, and it wasn't the first time you were chatting with somebody online who was underage.
No, this is the first time.
How old's your girlfriend? What's she going to say about this? Where do your parents live, Drithvi? Are they in India? Drithvi, your parents, where do they live? You know the current climate in this country. The crackdown on people who are here from other countries who commit crimes. What do you think should happen to you, Drithvi? What do you think should happen to you? This is it. This is your last chance. Are you sorry? Drithvi, look at me. This is your last chance to tell people about your situation. Is there anything you want to say? You don't want to say anything to people who see the story. You don't want to say anything to your girlfriend. You don't want to say anything to your parents in India, to your teachers at University of Florida. All right. Thank you, Drithvi. Drithvi was quiet during my interview, and that's because he's being charged with use of a two-way communication device to facilitate a felony, use of a computer to seduce, solicit, and lure a child, traveling to meet after use of a computer to lure a child, and human trafficking. Because Drithvi is originally from India and in the United States on a student visa, he's currently being held in federal custody. The investigation carries on as Detective Henrik Osted fills me in on another man looking to meet a 13-year-old girl for sex.
Again, and I talked about how old I was, sent me some pictures of myself.
And how old did you say?
13.
13.
And then, you know, he went right into sexual topics. He wasn't shy about it. He said he wanted some sloppy toppy.
Sloppy toppy?
Sloppy toppy. And then he clarified, if it doesn't fit, then he wants, you know, essentially sex. We didn't clarify exactly what he meant by that, but I think a reasonable person can conclude.
Yeah.
And then he agreed to, you know, he said, where are you at? I told him.
One of my cameramen heads out with the arrest team to pick up 37-year-old Jonathan of Branford, Florida, at a local fast food joint.
Roll the window down. Get out of the truck. Get out of the truck. Hands up, face away. Face away. Drop the keys. Put your hands on. Back here. Walk straight backwards. Keep going straight back.
Come back this way. I got him. Come back this way.
Face
Face away. Face away. Face away. Go. Grab him. Good chance, man.
He's taken into custody without incident, but the vehicle is searched and they find a firearm. Jonathan is loaded into the transport vehicle and I'm waiting for him at the sheriff's office, where he'll find me with a transcript of the text messages between him and someone he thought was an underage girl.
Hey, Jonathan. How you doing? Good. Oh, got a rough afternoon, huh? Tell me what happened.
I don't know. I was at Subway, and then I was leaving, and then I got pulled over by cops.
You were at Subway?
Yeah. I went in, and then came out, and then I was leaving.
Yeah. And why did you go to Subway? Just to get a sandwich?
Just take a pee.
Take a pee? Were you going to get something to eat, too, or?
I was thinking about it. I was pretty hungry. I was thinking Subway or sandwiches.
Subway or sandwich? And what were you going to get there?
I don't know. I went in. It just didn't look appealing or appetizing, so I
Yeah. The Subway is hot, cold. You got to be in the mood for it.
Yeah, I was just about to head home. I don't know. Got pulled over.
Got pulled over. And why did they pull you over, Jonathan?
I don't know, man. You got to ask a lawyer for that.
Yeah, of course. And did they tell you why they pulled you over, Jonathan?
They didn't really say anything. It just brought me here.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm retired from the Navy.
Retired from the Navy?
Okay.
And what did you do with the Navy?
Seaman tech, close-in weapon system.
It's kind of cool.
It's all right. A lot of learning.
How long were you in the Navy?
5 years.
5 years.
You got it.
And what brought you here to the Ocala area?
I was going to meet somebody, and then I was canceled, and I just was going to go home.
And where do you live?
Brantford. It's on my ID.
Brantford.
You got it.
And how far is that from Ocala?
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
I don't know. GPS it, really.
Got it. Now, earlier you had a chat with somebody who told you they're pretty young. 13.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I really wasn't paying attention.
You weren't paying attention?
No, really.
What did you mean when you said sloppy toppy?
I don't know what that means.
You don't know what it means? You said it in the chat.
I heard it online before.
You heard it online. So you just all the time say things you just hear online to a 13-year-old girl? You think it's funny?
How old she was.
Well, she said she was 13.
And also, I said I wanted a lawyer president. I don't know why you guys are questioning me.
Well, I'm not a police officer.
Okay, cool.
You talk about things like, if it doesn't fit, we can have oral sex. You use a slang word for that.
I didn't say that.
Says so in the chat.
Well, you're wrong, friend.
Well, how'd you get in this
I don't know.
predicament?
Pretty much need a lawyer. And we're out there, go from there.
You're going to get a lawyer.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Well,
Do anything. Like I
well, you got online and you chatted with somebody who told you they were 13 years old and you had a sexually charged conversation. So it would appear that you came to that location to sexually exploit a 13-year-old child.
nothing sexual about it.
Sloppy toppy, if it doesn't fit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Jonathan, there's something you need to know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Chris Hansen,
Okay, cool.
and I do stories on men who attempt to sexually exploit children.
Okay. Well,
It's called Takedown.
mm-hmm.
And before that, we did To Catch a Predator.
Okay.
You ever see those shows?
No.
No. Well, you're in one now.
Cool.
Cool.
What do you want to tell? Like, what do you want me to say?
I want you to tell me how you ended up in this situation and tell me the truth.
I ended up because I went into the subway and left.
Yeah, that was your only crime, going into the subway and leaving. Sounded like you wanted to give this girl a footlong.
It sounded like I'm going to need a lawyer. I'm going to have to go to
I
court.
think you are going to need a lawyer.
Okay. Sounds good.
Nothing else you want to say? You a married fella? Got a girlfriend? Do you have kids?
No. Why do you keep asking me questions?
Because I'm a journalist and I'm asking questions.
But if I said I don't want to answer questions, you keep pressing me.
You can say you don't want to answer, and at some point I'll quit asking. But you don't have a reasonable expectation for privacy when you find yourself in a situation like this. So again, you can tell me you don't want to talk to me.
Privacy and my rights because you think
You gave away your expectation of privacy when you committed a felony.
I didn't create nothing. I didn't do nothing. So a lawyer.
You got online, Jonathan, and chatted with somebody who told you she was 13.
Are you trying to get aroused?
No, I'm just trying to get the truth. Do you know how many guys I've interviewed in your situation?
Probably a lot.
A lot. And you know how many go to prison or get convicted? 99.1%.
Okay.
Which indicates to me
I didn't do
that a lot of them are lying to me or jerking me around.
I was leaving. I was leaving when you guys pulled me over. Okay.
I didn't pull you over. The sheriff's office pulled you over. Yeah.
I was leaving. I was going home. So I didn't do shit, and I didn't fucking...
You did shit when you got into the conversation with somebody who told you they were a child.
Okay.
So you can try to jack me around all you want.
I'm not jacking nobody.
Hmm.
I'm just saying that's the truth. I was leaving. I was going home.
Yeah, but all that happened after you
After
had
I
the
was
conversation. No, after you had the conversation.
going home. Okay.
Why did you go? What was your purpose of going to the subway? You weren't going to meet anybody there?
Nobody at the subway.
Nobody at the subway.
Just really had to go take a pee. I was going to get something to eat, and then I thought against it, and I was about to go home. And that's when you pulled me over. Or you guys, sheriff, whoever. I saw your cameras there.
Yeah.
So you were there. in spirit. But either way, I was going home. I don't care.
What do you think
I wasn't doing anything.
What do you think should happen to you?
I don't know. I'm going home, and I was just going to live a fucking peaceful night. Like, I wasn't trying to do anything. Like, I was literally going.
What were you doing on that site earlier, though? What was the purpose of being on that site?
Well, you know what that site is?
It's a site where people go to meet others for sex. And in this case, there was a 13-year-old girl on the site, or somebody who told you she was 13, and you engaged in a sexually charged conversation. So that...
There was nothing sexual about it. You can spin it however you want.
I don't have to spin it. I don't have to spin it.
And then
I don't have arrest powers. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell was going on in your mind to put you in this situation. You can either help me to understand that or not.
What's that?
So I guess it remains a mystery to me.
It will.
Okay.
Because I was going home.
All right. Jonathan, anything else you want to say?
Just a lawyer.
All right. Well, I'm sure they'll figure that out for you. Do you have a lawyer?
No, I don't know how that works.
You ever been arrested before?
Just for a DUI.
DUI? Yeah. Nothing else? Do you ever meet anybody online for sex before?
What? Don't ask me questions.
What?
What?
Have you?
Oh, you're not going to get an answer.
You're not going to answer that. Do you have a predisposition or an attraction to underage girls?
No. It was you, like, regardless. I was leaving. You got me for leaving. Where was I going? Home.
Tell me.
I told you I was going home.
All right. All right, Jonathan, I appreciate your time.
Yeah, man.
How old are you?
37.
37.
Yeah, it's all on my records.
And you're just retired? You don't have a job now?
Pretty much, man. Just hang out, play video games.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
All right. Well, thank you for your service to our country. I appreciate it. All
That's-
right, man. You take care.
Yeah. So you're Chris Hansen?
I'm Chris Hansen, yeah.
Okay, I'll look you up, man.
All right.
I've heard that name.
Check it out.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Jonathan will have to use the Marion County Jail's computer to look me up because he's being charged with traveling to meet after use of a computer to lure a child and use of a two-way communication device to facilitate a felony. We'll keep you posted on the case against him. Two men from two different walks of life. One, a man from India here on a student visa. The other, a military veteran. But both will have to face the same consequences of attempting to commit a crime against a child in Marion County, Florida. Sheriff Billy Woods and his dedicated team will certainly see to that. WatchTruBlu.com is home to the full library of Takedown with Chris Hansen true crime documentaries and exclusive investigations. To hear more about the men caught in my predator investigations, listen to my podcast, Predators I've Caught with Chris Hansen. In this series, I dig deep inside the crimes, inside the minds of the predators, and I'll tell you where they are today. Predators I've Caught, available wherever you get your podcasts.